What voice did God use? Obviously, he heard something. What voice did he use? And the Medrash asks and answers. And the Medrash says, God reasoned with himself. And he said, if I said to him in a loud, thunderous voice with thunder and lightning, Moshe, he would run away. He'd be frightened. I'd lose him. If, on the other hand, I whispered sweetly, Maishala, that he would forget the awesomeness of this moment, that the entire history of the world depends on this one moment of revelation. And so what could he use? Which voice could he use? And Medrash says God used the voice of Amnon. Moses heard the voice of his father speaking. The father's voice contains strength, dignity, determination, but love and compassion. Rabbi Kelemer's strength lies in the ability to use that type of love, that type of compassion, and yet that type of strength and dignity that comes with knowledge of his position and of his responsibility. And with this, and with young Israel of West Hempstead behind him, the rabbi in the synagogue will go from strength to strength, Adiyas Hagol Ben Elken.
The jewels of our young Israel are our children, who represent the future of our congregation and of our people. Rabbi Kelemer, the next part of our program is a small expression in song of the feelings of joy that some of our children wish to convey to you upon your arrival to our community. Their leaders, Aaron, Mark, and Josh Waxpress, are but 3 examples of the kinds of young men raised in our young Israel who have and continue to demonstrate their love and commitment to our shul. I give you Young Israel Youth Choir. Thank you again, Aaron, Mark, and Josh. And of course, Church. If one were to flash back to the community of West Hempstead of 30 years ago, one would wonder if ever a flourishing Orthodox Jewish community could be established there. Our next speaker is someone who really needs no introduction in this building because he built it himself. I'm sure you will all agree that we owe this man a debt of gratitude for blazing the trail in the early 50s and for having the vision of a Jewish community in West Hempstead that would house both a synagogue and a yeshiva day school. Baruch Hashem, these two institutions, the Young Israel and the Hebrew Academy of Nassau County, have and continue to enjoy a close relationship. We are all very fortunate to have such a Rav in our midst. With great pleasure, I introduce to you the first rabbi of our Young Israel, Rav Meir Fendel.
I think that the act of gratitude that Rami tried to raise as it was to have him speak right after this choir. A very, very difficult act to follow. But it really is a great honor and privilege to participate in this extraordinary event, the installation of our Rabbi Yehuda Kelemer. I think by this time each of us knows that we are very proud that a Rav of this stature, Rabbi Kelemer, will now occupy the Rabbanus and will serve as our spiritual guide and Torah authority. He comes to us as we are about to enter our 30th year. I'd like to take a moment or two for a bit of historical perspective with relation to these 30 years. These 30 years could be viewed perhaps as representing the first two of the three stages of the process of conquering and possessing the land. Kibush, Yishuv, and for want of a better word, Harbatza. The first stage, that of Kibush, conquest, was that of battling the environment, a time for settling the land and establishing a beachhead. The land was so hostile, the environment so foreign, that all we could do at that time was to establish a presence. I recall a man who is no longer with us, named Mr. Rappaport, Alav Hashalom, and he came into the community, and the first thing he did when he found that there was no minyan was to advertise in one of the local newspapers, 9 men wanted for a minyan. It was a time to plan, a time to dream, to choose our congregants, and to set standards. I was privileged to be there at the beginning and to help establish this Kehillah, Kedosha, and this perhaps was the stage of Kibush. The second stage, that of Yishuv, consolidation, began under the leadership of Rabbi Kanakovsky, Zichrono Livracha, and Yibadeo, L'chaim, Rabbi Gold, with the recognition that this community must deepen its commitment, must devote more time and effort to Limud HaTorah, to develop shiurim on all levels, to provide an excellent Chevra Kadisha, a mikvah, an eruv, great emphasis on our youth, concern with Israel and social action, and developing high standards of halachic observance. Young Israel is now in the phase of Yishuv. The third phase, I believe, is the stage of Yofutsu Mainosecha Futso, that of Harbatza. After having established at present a beachhead and having developed an organization firmly entrenched, emphasizing personal commitment to Torah, it appears, and I know that Rabbi Kelemer agrees, it appears that the time has come for outreach, for Kiruv Rechokim, for Harchivi V'Komo Alech, for somehow to meet the needs of the broader community, to extend our talents to the college youth, to our own yeshiva, which has been a partner in this development of young Israel through these years, and to all who search and who need all that young Israel can offer. And at this stage, our community is privileged to have, as a spiritual leader, a man who understands the vital necessity for Yishuv and for Kibush, but realizes as well the need to project outward, to utilize our strength so that not only we and not only our children, but the broader community will benefit as well. Shlomo HaMelech in Kohelet says, Bonisi li batim v'hashkos mehem yar, so meach eitzim. And the Midrash explains, Bonisi li batim elu batei kleisios batei medrashos. These houses that Shlomo HaMelech speaks of, they are the houses of worship, and they are the houses of study. And lahashkos mehem yar, so meach eitzim, to water those forests that grow trees. Elu tinokos shehem lomdim, these are the children who learn and study. The function of the Beis HaKnesset and the function of the Beis HaMedrash is lahashkos, to bring sustenance, to quench the thirst of our searching youth. And we know Rabbi Kelemer's proven record of relating to all facets of the community. His Torah scholarship, his warmth, his idealism. May the years ahead indeed be years of his expansion, of lahashkos ya'ar, of building a bridge to Israel, of spreading the tenets of Torah, and broadening the work of our own young Israel. May he and his family have much nachas from our community, and may we be zochet to work together in a true shituf pula of Harbatzas HaTorah, Avas Yisrael, Inyan Ha'aretz, Amen v'Amen.
Thank you very much, Rabbi Gundel. Our next speaker is one of the Jews to whom I referred to earlier. He was born in West Hempstead, studied at the Hebrew Academy of Nassau County, and is currently a senior at Queens College, where she is majoring in computer science. She was an active participant and leader in our Shul's youth program for many years. Her parents, who are among the early settlers in West Hempstead, and two older sisters, have always taken an active role in all of the activities sponsored by our young Israel. Please welcome, for a few words of greeting, Ms. Miriam Hyman.
Honored Rabbi, distinguished guests, members of the young Israel of West Hempstead, and fellow youth. I stand here before you on behalf of the youth of the young Israel in order to welcome Rabbi Kelemer to our community. Rabbi Kelemer, being a representative of the youth and having lived in this community my whole life, I'd like to tell you a bit about the various programs provided by our shul for the hundreds of youngsters growing up in the community. Shabbos is a day when the community advances with youth programs, with the shul being the focal point of these activities. Shabbos is ushered in with Friday night oneg and Torah discussion groups. On Shabbos morning, during davening in the main shul, there are groups specifically designed for the young ones to teach them the basics of tefillah while allowing their parents to daven a tzibur. The older participants in the youth program learn from first-hand experience the laws of tefillah in the junior congregation. They then go on to take an active part in the shul's program, being leaders in the youth groups and conducting their own youth meetings. Shabbos afternoon also witnesses a variety of oneg and Torah groups for youth of all ages. As you see, Rabbi Kelemer, youth programs form an integral part of the community life. One might wonder, though, why our communities devote so much time and energy into providing these youth programs. To answer this question, we turn to Pirkei Avot, where Chazal tell us, Elisha ben Avuya Omer, Elisha ben Avuya said, Halomed Yeled Lamahu Domed. To what can you compare someone who learns when he is young? L'Diot Tuba al Niar Chadash. You can compare him to ink written on clean, flatless paper. Chazal all trying to communicate to us the impressionability of youth. Implicit in this is the potential danger facing youth if they are exposed to harmful influences. If such was the case in the times of Chazal, how much more does this apply to our times with the constant bombardment of video games, cable TV, and other non-Torah influences? Our shul recognizes the potential impact that the proper education can have upon its youth. A conscious effort is made to reach out and mold the youth into true Torah Jews who are able to interact with society around them while remaining steadfast in their Torah values. In effect, the youth programs provide a vital link in the perpetuation of our Jewish people and the Torah. Rabbi Kelemer, we look forward to your spiritual guidance and leadership in continuing what has been done and instituting new programs so that the community and its youth can grow together in a proper Torah environment.
Thank you, Miriam. When Rabbi Kelemer and I first spoke about tonight's program, he was most concerned that opportunity be provided for his new congregation to meet his family. One of the people who was very close to members of Rabbi Kelemer's immediate family is a leading figure in the American Orthodox rabbinate. We in West Hempstead had the good fortune to hear him speak in our community. When I asked him to assist in fulfilling Rabbi Kelemer's request, he accepted most graciously. Please welcome the Rabbi of the Fifth Avenue Synagogue in New York City, Rabbi Dr. Nissim E. Shulman.
Dear friends, from 3 weeks ago until this coming Simchas Torah, one name appears above all others in every weekly Torah reading: Moshe Rabbeinu. His birth and under what adverse circumstances, the way he was raised in Pharaoh's house, the going out to his brothers, the concern, the readiness to sacrifice for them, his smiting of the Egyptian, and then his flying away as a fugitive, and then, well, you all heard it, perhaps heard it. And then his saving of the daughters of Israel. And ultimately his return to Egypt, his confrontation with Pharaoh, his taking the people out, the splitting of the Red Sea, and then standing at Har Sinai, and finally the 40 years of the desert, and then he stands at the mountain of Nebo and looks